For fans by a fan.
Watch out.
A wrestling podcast for the casual and hardcore. Tweener Wrestling.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your man Memphian Plays, and welcome in Tweener Wrestling Podcast, Season 2, Episode 3. I almost said Season 3. Look, man, I am back, dude. It's been over a month. I got to shake some rust off. I had a lot of stuff going on, so I haven't been able to upload any videos to the YouTube channel or post any episodes to the podcast as well. I apologize for that, but I guarantee y'all within the next 7 and 10 days, you're probably about to get 3 to 5 brand new episodes, so stay tuned for those. Today's episode, just got done watching Night of Champions, so you know we got to talk about the fallout. This is not a recap, so I'm not going to be discussing every little single thing that happened, but we're just going to talk about the matches, the winners, what I thought about some of them, and what I think that is going to happen going forward. But before we get into it, you guys go ahead. You know what to do. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, please, I am praying that you guys go ahead and rate my podcast. Also, give it a review if you want to. You know, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and sub to the channel if you're not already subbed. And then if you are, go to the comments. Let me know how you felt about Night of Champions, and also give me a thumbs up. On Spotify, I'm really not on Spotify, but I'm sure they got a rating system. Whatever rating system they got, go ahead, give me a good rating if you don't mind. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. 2023 Night of Champions Fallout. Memphian Plays. I'm back, baby. All right, just jumping into it head first. I got some notes, so not gonna really talk about the matches in any particular order. I'm just kind of fire them off, I guess, less interesting to like what we're really here for. So the least interesting match to me was the Rhea and Natalya match, the Rhea and Natty match, the Rhea and nobody cares about you anymore match. Now, I have tons of respect for Natalya, and she has been wrestling for shit. It feels like at least close to 2 generations. Like, she's been through about 3 or 4 cycles of the women's division. Like, Natty's been really putting in work. I don't really know her credentials, but I know she's definitely Hall of Fame worthy. I say all this to say this also, bro, just retire, bro. Like you're not believable anymore in anything you do. Like the only way I would look at her as ever being a possible winner for any championship is if it's a tag team run with like Shayna or Ronda or whoever, you know, just, or, you know, a newcomer that they want to pair with a veteran or something. That's the only time I can see her winning anything. Like, this match was such a waste of TV time, and it was just the thing that irked me the most about this match is like you didn't even need to have Dominic Mysterio interfere to like cause some type of mischief in the match. Like, it's Rhea freaking Ripley, you know, she should dominate Natalya easily. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for Natalya, but bro, like, I'm thinking in my head, who could it have been? Who could they have put in that match instead of Natalya? Maybe Raquel Rodriguez. Maybe they don't want to have her take a L so early in her very young and promising career. So, but I mean, that would have been a nice match. But I mean, just anybody. I can't think of nobody. I'll disregard the Raquel comment, but I can't think of anybody at the moment that could have slid in Natalya's place. But I'm just saying, just Natalya is it's just not believable, man. It's just not believable. And much love to her, much respect for you. But I think it's time for you to go, bro. Like, come on, man. It's time for you to go. But Rhea picked up the win as always. Rhea dominates and moving on because that was really. I'm surprised I even had that much to say about that match because that match was a bathroom break type of match. Moving on, the next match that wasn't as interesting for at least for me, unfortunately, was the Bianca and Asuka match. Now, I don't want y'all to be like, oh, dude, you shitting on the women's division. Anybody that knows me knows that my favorite wrestlers at this moment is women. My favorite wrestler is Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill. I love Rhea Ripley. I love Roxanne Perez. I love Cora Jade. I love Zoe Stark. We'll talk about her a little bit in a minute. I just love women's wrestling at the moment. I love Britt Baker. I find it more entertaining than the men, and it's not because of what they look like. Like, for me, the storylines are slightly better, and the in-ring has gotten way, way better than what it used to be. So I love women's wrestling. So me putting the two women's match as the two least interesting, it was just the way these matches was booked. But anyway, Bianca and Asuka. So going into this match, I kind of looked at Asuka the same way I looked at Natty. I kind of looked at this match as another bathroom break match. Bianca's going to win because I felt like Bianca was basically the female John Cena, and that's kind of like how they were treating her. So I was like, let me get up, go get something to eat, come back, match will be over with, Bianca be holding the title. Asuka winning came out the fuck of nowhere. I had, even her winning it didn't feel real. Like, as I talk about that right now, it does not feel real to me. It has not set in. Because what I don't understand is so I know the NXT Asuka was a different animal. Much respect to that. But Asuka, every single title reign Asuka has had on the main roster, which I think this is her third, could be fourth. Y'all let me know in the comments. Third, but I think this is her third world title reign on the main roster, not NXT. And every single time, I don't know if it's because of creative doing bad booking, but she just can't. It's lackluster. It's very lackluster. It just doesn't. It doesn't do it for me. So, oops, slap my mic. My bad, y'all. But it doesn't do it for me. Apologies to all the Asuka fans out there. I'm on the fence with Asuka. Like, for some reason in WWE 2K, I play with Asuka a lot. I love to get Asuka when I'm doing my GM mode. I love to have her on my roster. And I like Asuka when she does not have a title. But as soon as she touches gold, she just gets boring for me. And there are a few wrestlers like that, and Asuka is one of them. So, but Asuka is the champ. Congratulations to Asuka. Big ups to Asuka. I would say she's probably going to have that title until SummerSlam, I would assume, and then lose it at SummerSlam. But I wouldn't be surprised if she loses it before SummerSlam, because I don't feel like the company really wants to invest in Asuka. I don't know I don't know the reasoning behind Asuka winning this title. Because to me, they just wanted to shove Bianca down our throats. I don't know if Bianca want to take a break or something, or she got an injury that we don't know about, or what. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like this win came out of nowhere. And I feel like nobody fucking picked Asuka. So now I'm a little bit worried that Bianca is something going on with Bianca, basically. Because this came out of nowhere. I don't think anybody picked Asuka to win this match. You have to be a really diehard Asuka fan to pick her, because nobody would pick Asuka to win this fucking match. But she won, and she is now the Raw Women's Champion. I mean, can we get somebody else? Like a Nikki Cross? Can we get a Piper Niven match? Like, I would love to see Piper win a title and have a title reign. Like, I love Piper. Like, can I please get Piper? God. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, moving on. Moving on, I would say let's talk about I'm gonna pull a big match into this. Let's talk about Cody and Brock. Going into this match, I said that two things come to mind. So number one, I'm thinking to myself, why is Cody always hurt, bro? Like Cody was hurt a lot in AEW all the time, and I'm kind of sick of it. And it doesn't bother me, but it bothers me because Cody is like the Kawhi Leonard of WWE. And if you guys know anything about the NBA, he's an NBA player for the LA Clippers. If you know anything about the NBA and Kawhi Leonard, you know that Kawhi Leonard, out of 82 games a year, Kawhi Leonard probably plays like 30 to 40 games because he's always hurt, and that's less than half of the season. And it's been like that for years. And I feel like Cody is like the Kawhi Leonard of the WWE. Like, he's always hurt. He's always wrestling through injuries. And I'm at the point now where, similar to how Kawhi Leonard in the NBA, he does this thing called load management, which means that instead of having a extremely grueling schedule of playing like back-to-back basketball games and all this traveling and wear and tear on your body, like, they give him breaks. So I feel like that's what Cody needs. Cody needs to do like a load management. I like Cody. I'm super excited for when he does win the title, but I want him to make it to WrestleMania 40, because I'm assuming that's when he's going to finally dethrone Roman. Yes, there's not going to be a Rockin' Roman. I don't think so. But to me, that's when he's finally going to dethrone Roman, is at WrestleMania 40 in Philly. Yeah, in Philly. But he just has to make it there, and he always getting banged up so much that I'm like, bro, he just scares me a lot. I feel like, let him heal. He doesn't have to, like, Roman really doesn't wrestle on regular shows, only on pay-per-views or premium live events. Same thing with Brock, and there might be one or two other people like that, like Edge. I don't really see Edge wrestle on a SmackDown or a Raw, and I feel like Cody should kind of follow that blueprint. Like, he can wrestle, but he doesn't need to wrestle like every Raw or something like that. Like, just take care of your body, bro. Take breaks. Don't do live events. Come out, give us a promo, have a little scuffle from now and then, but I don't need you to put on a full match and then risk the chance of you being hurt. Because when, just playing off his injury, my injury rant with Cody, like, as soon as I figured, he was going into this match with a broken arm, I knew Brock was going to win. I knew they was going to play off that. Brock won by KO, which is something I haven't seen since playing a video game, when they had that as a mode or some way you can win a match by like KO. So I didn't even know you can still do that in reality. But Brock won by KO. Decent match. Kind of figured the outcome when I saw Cody with the cast. I'm cool with Cody losing, because I would like him to lose, and then going towards WrestleMania 40, he starts to pick up steam. The crowd gets back behind him, and then he just goes on and dethrones Roman. They merge the belts and bring back the Winged Eagle, but like a fancier version, because I don't want that little bitty title. Next match, we're gonna go to the Becky and Trish Stratus match. Becky with the Kill Bill gear that I feel like everybody loved, and I feel like should be a part of her regular attire, but she wore it because in Saudi, their women have to cover up. Trish with the dub, but Trish won with the help of Zoe Starks, and I love it. Not just because I love Zoe Starks, it's because I think that Zoe Starks needs to be partnered with somebody, and who better than a veteran, a Hall of Famer, Trish Stratus, because I get so tired of these chicks getting partnered up with Natalya, throwing more shots at Natalya, but I get so sick of these people being partnered up with Natalya that I love the idea of Zoe. I feel like with Zoe, with Trish, if they play out that and she continues to, I guess, just roll with Trish, I think that can instantly put Zoe in top 5 women on the roster if they book it right. I'm assuming the Becky and Trish is gonna fall over or boil over to SummerSlam. Maybe, I'm not sure if it's gonna last that long. Maybe the next pay-per-view, whatever pay-per-view is next, you can do a Zoe and Trish versus Becky and whomever, and then that'll whatever, and then now you can have the final Becky and Trish at SummerSlam, put a stipulation in it, boom, good shit, we good. I wonder what city SummerSlam is in. I gotta look that up. But great match, great storytelling in the match. Trish won with the help of Zoe, and I love it. Before I move on, I just want to let y'all know this is episode 3, and on episode 4 or 5, I'm gonna do an episode where, let me see, I wrote it down. I'm gonna do an episode. It might be episode 6 actually, but it's coming very soon. Future of the women's division. I'm gonna name my top 10 bright young women that I feel that are the future. And when I say the future, I don't mean people that's young but already established. So no Raquel Rodriguez, no Piper, even though I just said I love Piper, but I mean like super young girls like Roxanne and Tiffany Stratton and Nikita Lyons. Like, I'm gonna be talking about the younger women that are not established. But I think that's going to be an amazing episode, so you guys make sure you tune in whenever I release that. But keeping it going, let's see. We got Brock. We talked about Becky and Trish. We talked about the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champ. IC title. Not much to say. I mean, they put that match together for the Audi show. The Saudi show. Which is something that they always do. Whatever country they in, they always put a superstar that has a heritage from that country. Nothing much to say. I knew Ali wasn't gonna win. He doesn't win anything. I would like him to be in the Money in the Bank match. And I would actually root for him depending on who else is in that Money in the Bank match. Because if Montez Ford is in that Money in the Bank match, I'm going for my guy Montez all the way. Or LA Knight. So I would say LA Knight, Montez, Ali, one of them needs to be Mr. Money in the Bank. Oh, and one more time, I also got to say this. I have another episode that I'm working on, which is going to be a new gimmick themed episode that I'm going to do. And it's going to be called Fix My Wrestler. In every episode of Fix My Wrestler or Fix My Superstar, I'm going to be fixing 3 of your favorite superstars. So on the first episode, I'm gonna be fixing where is it? Damn, where is it? I had it wrote down. Where is it? I could have sworn. Okay, so I can't remember who was on those episodes. Oh, here it is. Ricochet, Karrion Kross, and Hit Row are the 3. Now I know Hit Row is a stable, but I'm still gonna fix them because if you can draft a stable together, I can fix a stable together. So Fix My Superstar, that's going to be an upcoming episode. Like I said, I'm just giving you guys more content, and that is probably going to be one of my favorite episodes that I got coming up. The reason that I'm talking about it because Mustafa Ali, I might add him to another episode of Fix My Superstar as well. But yeah, the first episode, Fix My Superstar, Ricochet, Karrion Kross, and Hit Row. So you guys stay tuned for that new episode coming up. That's going to be a banger as well. All right, so going on. We're going to talk about the AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. So I knew this match was going to be solid. I cannot poke any holes in this. I cannot rant. I cannot gripe. Seth Rollins won, and I kind of figured that. I kind of knew it. Nice to see AJ back, moving well. For some reason, I had an eerie feeling that somebody was going to get hurt, but no one got hurt. But I really enjoyed that match. Seth is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and it's cool with me. I feel like his title reign, I feel like he's going to be taking a lot of shots at Roman. And he going to hold that baby, and Roman himself is going to clash at Survivor Series, and that's going to be a banger of a storyline, and it's going to be a banger of a match. So I can't wait for that. Much love to Seth. Only thing I can really say about that match is 2 things I can really say. Number 1, when he won, the Saudi crowd, bro, I just felt that energy. I just felt it. Them with the I just felt all the energy. So I really love when they go to Saudi Arabia. I really love those shows. Any overseas shows be a banger. So I just love the energy for that crowd, from that crowd. And it just makes the match and the moment feel more special the way they react. So shout out to Saudi Arabia. But Seth won. I would have, for some reason, I would have liked that match to be a fatal 4-way, because that was one of those no-brainer matches as well. Former Shield member, former Triple H guy. It's kind of a no-brainer. I knew Seth was gonna win that match. I feel like if it was a fatal 4-way, I would have been a little bit like, oh man, I really don't know. But because it was just a 1-on-1, still a great match. You know, it's kind of predictable. What else? I think that's everything except one more match. So let's see. We talked about, let me just mark it off. We talked about Brock and Cody. We talked about AJ and Seth. We talked about Bridge. We talked about the IC Championship. We talked about both women's. And that just leaves the demise of the Bloodline. Now, every time the Bloodline has a moment to where you think they're gonna break up, in that moment, I'm always thinking to myself, it has to happen one day. But I just never want it to end. I never want it to end. But I'm thinking like, bro, it gotta happen one day. One day, they gotta break up. They can't stay together forever. Like, they gotta break up. I'm thinking like, they gotta break up, and how they gonna break up. So, if you guys did not see the show, I know I said I'm not recapping every single moment, but just to tell y'all the gist of it, bro, Roman got kicked twice by Jimmy Uso. So, of course, Sammy and Kevin they left with the titles, okay? Jimmy Uso, I don't know. I don't like, out of anybody, I thought main event Jay would have been the one. I know it's been a lot of seeds for Jimmy, but I don't know why. I just thought Jay would have been the one to break him up. But Jimmy kicked Roman in the head twice after Roman, for some reason, just mushing and mugging him around, saying that there's no more day one. No more day one. He just kept saying there's no more day one. Push. Then Jimmy finally turned on Roman, and then Jimmy and Jay got into it, and then Jimmy was yelling like, I'm doing what you should have done a long time ago. And it was just the energy from it, and energy from the crowd, the moment. It was just awesome. Paul Heyman over there in the corner, eyes buck, mouth open, always selling it good. I can't remember where the Freak Solo was. I think he was just laid out from somewhere. I think Roman speared the ref, so he was laid out as well. I don't know. For some reason, even though Roman got kicked in the head by Jimmy Uso, for some strange reason, I feel like the Bloodline is still going to be fractured but together. For some reason, I feel like it. I don't think the Bloodline is going to fully break up until SummerSlam, the Royal Rumble, or WrestleMania. I don't know. Y'all probably like, bro, what are you talking about? How the hell are they going to stay together after Roman literally just got kicked in the head twice by Jimmy? I don't know. I can't explain why. It's just a gut feeling. I feel like they're going to stay together. Because there's been plenty of times where I thought, oh, this shit is over. And then it just kept on going. I forgot after what certain event when one of the Usos were missing and Roman was telling the other brother to go find his other brother. And I think it was after the Royal Rumble. And after they kicked Sammy out. And I think it was Jimmy. Jimmy wasn't feeling it the way they did Sammy. And then, like, Jimmy was, like, gone and shit like that for a minute. And I thought that was the end of the Bloodline, but they kept it going. And they, you know, kept the titles and all this kind of other shit. So, like, even though Roman got kicked twice, I think the Bloodline is going to stay together until one of the more major events. SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. One of those moments. I could be wrong. Let me know if y'all think I'm wrong. Let me know if y'all think the Bloodline is over, because this episode is really kind of over. So let me know what y'all thought about Night of Champions. Let me know what was your favorite match. Let me know, did you enjoy the show? Let me know what you think is gonna happen in the future with the bloodline, okay? All right, so this is episode 3, The Fallout. I am checking out. I can't wait to get to episode 4. Like I said, I got tons of content coming. I apologize for being gone for over a month because I checked. The last time I uploaded an episode was April the 10th, and it's May 26th? Something like that. Oh, May 27th, and I ain't uploaded episodes since April the 10th. But anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for not going anywhere. And I will see you guys next episode. Tweener Podcast. Your man Memphian Plays. I am out. Holla.